Hello, for your outdoor workout, we're taking 2 deep breaths in and out and starting with our feet parallel hip width distance apart into reverse lunges, switching legs each time. You want to step far back behind you, lowering the back knee down and watching the front angle of your knee. You want to make sure that the knee is pressing back rather than forward over the toes, so you're creating that joint alignment. From here, we hold that leg back and almost our little pulses back with that right leg. And draw our hands into heart center here and work into a lunge, curtsy lunge. So just stepping that back leg through parallel and then crossed over. Parallel and cross back. You'd feel this in that front thigh and always hinging back from that knee. So we're creating safe joints. Then low to high here. So reach down and up. The back foot taps out to the side, and this should give you a little extra burn on your supporting leg. And if you'd like, you can even kick up that leg to the side. Stepping out wide a second here, taking that same side, cinching the waist and then reaching at the top. So a nice big range of motion. And then that option again to kick the leg up to the side. This time we hold, we have to rotate our palm downward, arm and leg cinch up together with your hip curling forward. This is going to warm up that whole side body area. Pull down into the lat so you're also feeling the back muscles squeezing down. And keep that neck up nice and tall, keep your shoulders back. Little pulses here with the arm and the leg squeezing up and in together. Burning through that side of the back. And then last progression is pulsing the standing leg. Just 8 of them here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Other side. We got those reverse lunges. So we take that whole combo to the other side. Once again, nice stepping back nicely and then keeping your shoulders directly over the ribs and the hips. This time we got that opposite leg staying. So a couple more and make sure you're taking the other leg back. Pulsing down, your hands will draw into heart center here. And we'll work into that curtsy lunge and then regular lunge. So curtsy and then step back through parallel. Over crossing the thighs and keeping a lot of space between your feet. Holding on, low to high right here. Here it is, reaching down and up. So having that big range of motion is going to get that heart rate going. Get your body fully warm. Yeah, decide if you want to kick up at the top, if you're feeling grounded on your supporting leg, and you can still achieve those levels. Awesome. Second, wide second, and then we cinch over to the thigh and reach up. Notice that accordion-like action that's happening through the rib cage. The teeter-totter of the shoulders. And we find our position at the top, rotate our palm downward so the arm and leg come up to squeeze together. It's okay if your leg is not too high. It's not about the height of the leg, it's about the squeeze right there in the back and the glute. Take it up to hold, cinch up and up and up. Arm and leg squeezing together. Almost there. Last progression, pulsing out that standing leg in a balance. We can always tap that toe down. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heading into our band and weights. The band's above the thighs, above the knees, around the thighs, and you have one hand weight in each hand. Finding our palms facing one another, we'll start with single rows here. Rows are for the back. So as you draw the weight up and past the height of the shoulder, your shoulder blade is basically decompressing and you're squeezing the muscles around the shoulder blade. So we have individual and then we'll take both arms. I'm going to show you a profile view right here. Try to keep your abs pressed in and your ribs back and lots of weight through the heels of the feet. Both shoulders coming up and in, and then we'll take these into wider rows. So same combo, individual to start. And we'll work here in a second into both. There it is. And when you're doing those wide rows, make sure those elbows are slightly lower than the height of the shoulders. There's nothing like getting it into the neck. We want to keep this exercise out of the neck. From here, just draw your weights into heart center and pulse in your squat. We got that band around our thighs. If you don't have a band, don't worry about it. Band is ideal, but don't have to have it. 2 steps to the right, 2 steps to the left. You want to keep that low profile, as low as you can. Yep, and keep those steps nice and wide. And then we're going to come up every time. So squat low, pull up and squeeze. Try to control with your inner thigh as you're stepping in. Keeping your abs up into the lower back. Super important to keep those the back healthy. Come back up. We're going to shift our focus back to the upper body, just individual bicep curls. Kind of notice a pattern here. So we have one and then the other. And eventually we're getting into both of them. I have 5-pound weights here. They're kind of heavy. 5 pounds. I think it's perfect for this style of a workout though. Both together. We're keeping grounded through the feet. Our elbows stay low. Nothing in the shoulders or the neck right here. When we squat, we're keeping those palms up. We're just going to hold the weights. We got those 2 steps again. Side, side. Side, together, side, tap, side, together, side, tap. And then down and up. So sort of repeating exactly what we did earlier. Down, step, together, down, step, together. And as you come down, the goal is to keep the weight in the heels. Good, we got some hammer curls here. Just start with both arms. So that means your thumbs are up, your pinkies are down. Nice athletic stance in the lower body, keeping the shoulders back. And then palms up, little rotator cuff action right here. Turning out the feet, and then we'll work into a curtsy. So take whatever leg you're working on back. I'm going to try to avoid saying right and left. Good, so we move side to side. So think plie, open, stretch to close. Plie, open, stretch to close. Yep. There we go. Couple more. Down and up. Down and up. One more time through that side. We'll hold and just keep our elbows lifting and lowering. Come back to your athletic stance. Lift up to goalpost and then come back down. Lift, squeeze, and lower. One arm at a time, shoulder press. Hello, shoulders. If you have shoulder issues and this doesn't serve you, you can always go back to one of the other options we did earlier. Maybe hug your arms into a tree leg shape. Getting a little burny. One arm, the other arm, both arms together. So now we transfer the band onto our ankles. We still have the weights in our hands. Feet are hip-width distance apart, and we're starting with a little bit of leg work here with that band around the ankles. So tapping the foot back and in. Barely bring it in. Think big out, little in. You're going to feel this on the standing leg mostly. We hold the leg back, draw the elbows up behind the back, and perform tricep kickbacks, bending and stretching. The work happens in the extension, so as you're lengthening the arms, you'll feel the back of the arms toning. Keeping the neck long and the legs strong, supported with the core. All right, and we're going to switch out those tap backs. So one leg and then the other. Tap together, tap together. Staying on that oppositional side. Remember that standing leg working to support the movement. And eventually we hold that leg back and perform our tricep kickbacks again. I always start with a narrow row. I like to set up the open collarbones and the shoulders back. You got it. Such a beautiful day to be working out outside. Weights come back into the chest, and we're doing those tap backs, alternating legs each way. Now you can turn sideways if you want. And you can try to really press back farther. This is great for your glutes and the strength of the quads and the legs. We're holding that leg up and finding pulses, squeezing into that outside glute, and then we'll add some bicep curls here with the upper body. So lift and curl, lift and curl, lift and curl. Feeling the burn in the booty for sure. This is one of my favorite ways to work out. Tap backs again. Let's go. Return to the front. We'll take it all the way over to the other side. Hello, other side. Changing your scenery a little bit. Hold the leg back, lift, balancing on one leg. You can always use some support here if you need it. And add the bicep curls. We have 16 presses up with the bicep curls and the lifts. Squeezing into that back glute. Whew, feeling the burn here, for sure. Up and squeeze. Take it to the side. Now this can be performed with a little bit of a hop in between to get that heart rate up. We do have a cardio burst coming up here in a minute, so stay with it. Working with that band, getting that extra resistance going through the legs and reaching down with those weights. And we have a little bit of a squat right here. So squatting down, weights into the heart, little pulses. 3, 2, 1, and stretch, I believe. Yes. And 3, 2, 1. Stretch and squeeze that booty. And add the arms upward row at the top. Try to get a nice and low here, those femur bones almost parallel to the floor if you can. Keeping the weight in the heels, your abs drawn up. Full body toning happening right here. That's it. Down, 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 and up. We hold our squat and just tap side to side. Try to stay low here. This is the tail end of our band work. You got it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cardio burst. Here we go. Let's go. Jumping jacks out and in. Let's get that heart rate up. That's what makes this workout so effective. We're flowing between cardio burst and then sculpting. So jacks to start, really landing softly through the feet, toe ball heel. Got a little skater side to side. Now you can jump these. You can just step them. I'm doing a little oppositional reach here towards the oppositional foot. And I like this a lot because I'm practicing that agility that you don't really get a lot of that. I got a lot in ballet, a little glissade step. That's what it reminds me of. But really working through the feet and try to spring off each leg. I do have a lot of injuries. I know it looks like I might not, but I definitely have been through my surgeries in the last 5 years. And so that really helps come back. I'm in a wide second, little stretch of the leg, full range of motion with the arms, down and up, and then we press forward, adding that element of invisible resistance. Press. And then we do a little chassé step tap. There it is. So try to get a little jump in the middle once again. I think they're called quick twitch muscles, right? When you're jumping, it's exercising a totally different group of muscles that it's really actually fascinating to learn about. Okay, here's our squats. We're coming up. An awesome, right here, option to jump in through the feet. Squat low, jump in. Squat low, and jump in. Down and up. Awesome, you're there. All right, abs, guys. We're walking out to our high plank, holding our abs in nice and tall, walking back in, and then rolling up to a spine. I personally love this because it feels somewhat like a stretch, and then into that nice straight long plank. And back up, chin to chest. We roll down, walk it out. Walk it back up. Roll it on up. Head back down again. And we're holding here in this plank. We're taking that right knee and pulling it into the chest. Really strong here. You can always just hold your plank. You can place your knees down. There's your switch of your legs. Draw the left knee in. Whatever you need to do to modify, right, this plank. Twisting here with each knee into oppositional elbow. So layering in the steps. Really pulling in with those lower abs, making sure that booty's not too high. And then establish the plank to just hold. Holding, holding, finding that child's pose to finish. Nice job. All right, we're gonna flip on over to our back and roll down so you're lying the back onto the mat. Feet are hip width distance apart and parallel, and this is a standard abdominal crunch. Feeling your lower abs flattening, the ribs pushing back, and really lifting the head, neck, and shoulders up with the strength of the core. Right leg draws up to tabletop. We have one in table, and then straighten the leg up. From here, we progress. Every time your leg's in table, you're twisting and reaching that oppositional arm, and then kick to lift up through the middle. So lengthen to cross, lift to reach. Yep. Twist and reach your legs at table. Straighten the leg, go straight up. And we're just holding, finding that bottom leg extend and hover off the floor, hold behind the leg, and think 90% abs here, 10% arms to crunch up. And we just hold for 4, 3, higher 2, and 1, come back down. We're taking the whole set again to the other side, starting with basic abdominal crunch here, hands behind the head, keeping your elbows wide and lots of space between the chin and the chest. Drawing the left leg up to table. And then we layer in the extensions. So, when your leg's at table, you twist. When the leg's straight, you go through center. So there's your twist, leg straightens through center. Lift to twist, lift straight up. Really finding the exhale on your way up, controlling your way down. Holding this position, pulling the upper body in. Remember, 10% arms, 90% abs, and then you hold for 4, 3, stretch 2, higher, and 1. Little scissor kicks here. You can let your head go for a second onto the floor, and then you can come up, grab that leg, and twist towards the incoming leg. Now, I demonstrated right here with bent knee. If you prefer bent knee, that's awesome. Not here for long, and let it go. Hands placed under the tailbone for support. Our focus is on lower abdominals. Legs lowered down to your point of resistance, and then up. Lengthening the legs from the bottom to curl them back up. So finding length rather than how low they can go. Your inner thighs are zipped up and squeezed. You should feel your glutes at the bottom of that leg lift. Slightly turn out and find crisscross. Crisscross to lower, crisscross to lift. Criss, lower, 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 cross, lift, lift, lift. It's not too fast. Last thing, we're stretching the legs up and we're reaching to our oppositional toes, a little finishing off with the whole core here. A reach, reach, lift. I love the focus of this one for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees into the chest. We're back to the cardio burst. Stand up. You got this. Starting with that jumping jack set right here, opening and closing. This set is only 1.5 minutes. You can totally do it. From our jacks, we go into skaters with that oppositional reach. Try to get a little air through the middle if you can, and lengthen. Yes. I always feel like a kitty cat doing this. Try to imagine myself as a kitty cat doing this. From here, we're working into that big wide second, almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Wide second, down and up. Let's go. Low to high. Big range of motion here with those arms, low fifth up through high fifth. Taking our stretch of the leg, a little ballet tendu, then push the wall forward and away. Reach, reach, press. Chasse up and around, or a little shuffle. Shuffle up and around and reach. Good. I like to freeze at the top. Whoop. Little freeze, freeze, and go. By now your heart rate should be pretty good. Here comes our squat and lift. Squeeze the bum on your way up. Lower, and then take a little hop in. Now you don't have to hop every time. You can just work into those squats. It's totally fine. I know you're all at home. All right, friends, we made it to our glutes section. So we're going to do a little bit of donkey kick series here. You're on your hands and knees. Your right leg bends, lower and lift into that full range of motion. So your hands are directly underneath your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. And as you're working into that right leg, we want nothing to happen within the lower back. Hold at the top, flex your foot a lot, and then press up. You should feel this in the back of that right glute. Every time you lift, that muscle should contract. Then point the toe, feel a little more squeeze in with the hamstring, and keep lifting. From here, we'll flex the foot and work into a full range hamstring curl. So stretch the leg out, pull in. Keeping those abs in. I know it's kind of hard. I keep reminding myself as I'm performing this to keep the midline pulled up into the back. We hold the heel into the glute, push up, out and in, and then 2 lifts. That's your combo, almost to our last progression. So full stretch out, curl in, push up 2 times. Yes, cross the knee, and then fully stretch behind you. This is it for this side. So cross and kick. Know that you're nearly there. It's burning. I feel it. Here it is. Arm and leg in opposition lift here. Lengthen through. You can point your foot. You can flex your foot. Whatever feels best for you. So good for the core and the glutes. Good. Take a child's pose before we head over to the other side. All right. Other side, set up in that perfect tabletop. One more time, hands and knees. And we'll flex into the left leg, full range of motion. Knee goes down and up. As your leg comes up, it doesn't go into the lower back. You're just squeezing into that left glute. That's it. And then hold it in to push up and up and up. Lifting every time. Making sure your foot is pointing straight up to the ceiling. Toes point here. Maybe getting a little more handle onto the hamstrings. And then we'll flex into that foot and perform full range hamstring curl. So straighten and squeeze in. Imagine you're dragging something in towards your butt. Super physical to the back of your leg. Combo, stretch and bend, push up 2 times. Do that again. Stretch and bend, push up 2 times. Trying to keep your knee at the same height as your hip. Maybe a little below is okay. Then cross to stretch back. Nearly there. Second side, always a little bit harder than the first side. And we work into that final progression. You can point the foot or flex, that's your choice, and then make sure your same arm as supporting leg reaches out. So you have those oppositional reaches. Tummy in, lengthen through the neck. Breathe for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Child's pose. Great job. Cardio burst. This is your last one. Here we go with jumping jacks again. Get it? Open and close. Now you can always tap your foot out, one foot and then the other. This is your last cardio burst of the workout. Skaters, here they are. Jump up and through, up and through. Arm reaches in opposition. Active legs here. Springing from one foot to the other. You're getting that heart rate up. You should be sweating so much by now. Try to keep full energy for these last few. Yes. Wide second, down and up, arms low and high. That big range of motion, and then stretching the leg each time, low to high. Pressing forward, adding that element of resistance. Keep breathing. Little shuffle to the side and step. Circle the arms up and around. So it's kind of cool because you don't need a lot of space for this workout, right? I've just been on my little patio the whole time. My patio is bigger than this, but it has this little, I call it the little stage area that I like to work out in. Squat, hop in, here it is. Couple more left, you guys. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Great job. Let's cool down. Take a nice forward fold over those parallel legs, then step out. Let your head just hang heavy. Bend into one side, and the same side you bend, reach that arm up in a twist, and we'll head over to the other side. Bend, lengthen, and twist. Make sure you're performing those big, deep inhales and exhales. Slowly roll all the way up. Find a nice wide second. We'll press our thighs back and pull forward into the shoulder. We'll press, pull, twist. And we'll head down to the mat. So gracefully coming down to the mat, lengthening the legs forward. Reach your arms up. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's flow this, rolling up. Inhale the arms to lift, exhale to fold forward. Full breaths in and out. And back through center. Keep one leg tucked in and then bend towards your extended leg, side reach. Lift a little and then fold forward. Hamstring stretch over the leg. Other side. Switch it out. Big side reach. And then face your leg. Fold forward. We'll finish with a butterfly stretch. So make your way up. Kiss the soles of the feet together. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale. Press over the shape of the legs. And you're there. Great job. It was so much fun. Let's take a deep breath in and out all together. Good. One for our time together, and then one for Otto. Yay! He was such a great sport letting me make these videos. Thanks, guys.